Is the most insane secret you discovered about your parents? I just found out the real reason that my parents hate Disneyland, and I'm horrified. Growing up, I went to Disneyland at least once a year with my parents. It was my mom's favorite place in the world. When I was 13, we went on our usual trip, and it was fun and all until my dad left his phone in the hotel and they wouldn't give it back to us. He had to get a new one and my mom and dad were so upset that we never went back. In fact, after that whole ordeal, my mom hated it. I thought this was strange since it was my mom's favorite place, but I didn't ask, and didn't know what really happened until just now. For context, I am 7 months pregnant, and my husband and I wanted to spend time with our daughter before her brother was born. So, we decided to go to Disneyland for around 3 days. My daughter loves princesses and the idea of magic, so when we told her, she was overjoyed. I told my mom when we were at lunch together that we were going on a trip. But when I told her it was Disneyland, she was absolutely enraged. I was extremely confused because I thought she had honestly forgotten about it. She called me a backstabber and just really rude words. She stormed out of the restaurant and I paid and left a few minutes later. A few hours later my dad called me and screamed at me, "This family doesn't go to Disney. If you weren't such a spoiled little brat you would understand that." I was shocked. It was my money I was spending and I thought everyone was over it. My mom texted me a long paragraph about how she would go no contact and wouldn't be my mother anymore if I still went. The trip was fully paid for, so I responded, "Okay, I guess you only have a son now," and blocked her. We all had a blast and my daughter rode her first big girl coaster. She loved every minute of it, so in my opinion it was all worth it. When I got home I unblocked my mom, messaged her, and basically said, "I want to talk. I know that our last fight was really messy, but I want to meet up for lunch and talk." And she responded. She said yes and we went to meet up. My dad also came because I wanted an apology from him for what he called me. Around 1 p.m. we went to lunch. My husband didn't come because he had an important meeting at his work. I wasn't that scared anyway because we were going to a pretty popular restaurant. It wasn't like I would be alone with them. We got there and sat down. I started talking to my mom and dad and started asking my questions. It was mostly just, "Why would you get so mad?" And "It's my money and I wanted to make my daughter have a fun vacation with her parents before she has a brother." I was met with them gaslighting me and thinking because they don't love Disney I can't go. I was on the verge of crying and leaving. So I asked my final question that I really wanted an answer on. "This can't be because you lost your phone. There has to be something going on to make you blow up like this." Then, they told me what really happened. So my dad did actually leave his phone. When housekeeping went to clean the room for the next family to arrive, the woman who was cleaning took the phone and took it to Lost and Found. She saw my mom's contact on my dad's little smartphone and called her and we went to pick it back up, but the woman also saw another contact that said baby.